Hey up my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. I hope everybody is doing okay. I had a lovely surprise today, which it's kind of a birthday gift really. I've got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and Cheryl from Oneness Emporium sent me a message a couple of days ago saying I've popped something in the post for you. I've tried to choose something from your wish list that I know perhaps your friends might not get, which she really didn't need to do, but that was really lovely of her anyway. But I'm opening it now because, you know, if a parcel comes, then the temptation of just sitting there, and me not opening it is too much. Anyway, all I've done is I've just used my pen knife and just gone down the sides just for ease of but I've not looked in it yet. I have no idea what it is. She just said they are old favourites, or you'll like them because they're traditional, or something along those lines. So yeah, this is lovely. Look at this wrapping paper, very festive for the Halloween Samhain time of the year. We've got these webs and potion bottles and bones and eyeballs and a little thank you. So let's just open that up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know these are the Scarabeo vintage Cartomancy decks. Old Cartomancy, that's it. They're a set, and there's a new one coming out, and I added it to my wish list. And then I read about it and I heard it was part of a set, and she sent a few of those and the Ethereal Visions Lunar edition, which, oh yeah, this is on my wish list. I've got the independently produced version that Matt Hughes, the creator, sent me. It was one of the first decks I ever received from a creator to do a walkthrough of. And I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. And I'm not a huge Art Deco type person, but these decks in particular, they're just gorgeous. And I saw Becca show this with this kind of holographic background. Absolutely stunning. So it looks like there's 4 of these cards of transformation, traditional Italian fortune cards, and then cards of destiny, and the medieval fortune telling cards. And you can see they've got this old Cartomancy, so they are part of a set. Look at this paper. I think this is gorgeous. I'm going to keep this and reuse it. Oh Cheryl, this is so lovely, thank you. I think what I'll do is I'll show these today and then do a separate video giving my reactions to the Ethereal Visions Lunar edition. And this is the one that's mass market by US Games. As always, and I've got quite a little collection building now of these envelopes with bits in. I like to keep them because I use them for all sorts, for journaling, for bookmarks. Happy Halloween. So, I mean, again, I will link the shop below for Oneness Emporium. It's fantastic. And there's lots of things you can buy on there. It's not just decks. There's all sorts of stuff. So we've got this little card that says Happy Halloween. I like that. That feels really, really nice. Is it a sticker? Feels like that kind of sticker material. Yeah, we can like peel it off, but I could be wrong. It's just that it's got that sort of texture to it. So Happy Halloween. And then we've got some other cards here from other decks. This is from the Yuletide. This one is from Tower of the Vampires. Got the Hierophant card. I love that image. I'm not sure what deck that is. I've not seen that one before. And then the promo card where you can put a code in to get discounts and things. So that's lovely. Happy Halloween. Yeah, it really feels like it's a sticker, but I can't part it. So maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't want to scuff the edges if if it isn't, but certainly feels like one. All right, so we've got these 4 decks here. Let me make sure the light isn't too glaring. No, that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna have a sup of my juice. It's still very warm. I'd say we're now in autumn. So I don't know what to look at first, really. Medieval, folk cards, cards of transformation. I think this is the one that first caught my eye. I think this is the most recent one to be released, actually. I think when I added it to my wish list, it wasn't even available yet. But boxes are nice as well. They've got this linen feel to them, which is really lovely. And this is old Cartomancy playing cards, 40 cards with instructions. And it's based on the Grimald Paris of 1870. Lo Scarabeo, Torino, Italy. Yeah, and really nice quality boxes. Just thinking, how do I... The only thing is they don't have the thumb cut out, so it is a little bit tight. I don't want to damage the box, but let's see if I can just kind of prise it a little bit just to give it a helping hand. There we go. Yeah, lovely production with this nice linen. I love the illustrations. The artwork is gorgeous. So this has a little book, Cards of Transformation. I'd imagine it's in multiple languages. So English, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and I'm not quite sure. Is that Russian? Probably. And it's got each of the, so there's a spread here, A, B, C, D, going clockwise. So you can look at, present, resources, the use of the resources, transformation, future, cyclic, return, and new cycle. So that's one thing that you can do there. And then we've got interpretations of the suits and their values. So this is 40 cards, this one. I'd imagine, oh, there is a queen. Maybe it's where they miss some of the pips. I'm gonna bring the camera down just so we can have a closer look at these. Okay. Ooh, I've really been enjoying reading with playing cards at the moment. As you probably can tell, I've showed quite a few playing card decks. There's a new one as well coming out by Artisan Tarot, a playing card deck which I've agreed to review for them. So they are a little bit bigger than a standard playing card. Let's grab a bicycle playing cards. So this is the vintage bicycle. I love this deck. Gorgeous. So we'll just take one of the cards. So as you can see, and this being bicycle is the playing card quality. Quite thin, but it's the durable linen. So in comparison, I think this is probably bridge size, isn't it? This is the size of the cards that you get from Lo Scarabeo. Just pop them back. Okay. So let's see how, and I think each set is going to be unique. So we've got here 1, 2, so we're starting with, I love the illustrations in the background, and it's on this kind of cream, make sure I've got enough light, this cream off-white aged kind of effect. These are the backs, which are nice. So we're starting with our hearts. Oh wow, look at this. So this one is the Cards of Transformation. I'm wondering if the little book tells you a little bit about the history. Yes, it does. So you get a little bit of write-up here. So this is In 1848, a small workshop opened in Paris for the creation of printing playing cards. Its owner, Baptiste Paul Grimaud, would soon become a household name. And then it goes through. Grimaud's cards were considered a luxury product because of their unique design and excellent quality. Just like the deck, you can now admire and use to play games or sneak a glimpse of the changes that the future holds for you. So that's what the cards of transformation are about. It's about the changes. Oh, I love this. These illustrations are wonderful. I'm trying to get the light right. It's casting a shadow in the evening sun. So I'm just wondering, so it goes up to 7. I was wondering how we get 40 cards if we've got courts. Look at these. Oh, I love it. This is the cover art. Oh, wow. Our diamonds. So some of that way, they're on a seesaw. I love the kind of cartoon sketchiness. It's quite comical. I like the fact that the pips are incorporated into the art with these hats here. It's like the fez. Oh, taking 2 there. Kind of reminds me of like what Patrick Valenza did with his Royal Mischief, the mass market edition anyway, where the pips become part, like he's red-faced from drinking this wine. And then the illustration design is quite different for the courts. Here we have our clubs. Look at that. Oh, I love them. Yeah, so we go up to 7. There's obviously a significant reason for that. Look at him riding the donkey, the ass. Oh, I love the artwork, I really do. Oh, we have a nun here for our... oh, and it's upside down, isn't it? Which is interesting. Our spades. The ace of spades is a nun. Hands in prayer. Wow. Really interesting. Oh, I love the vivid colours here. Hopefully that's coming out on camera. This blue is beautiful. And here on the dress. Stunning. So that's the cards of transformation. Let's have a look at the next one. So I'll put these back together. So the next one we'll look at is the traditional Italian fortune cards. And I was really excited about this because I saw a couple of images of this deck and it really appealed to me. It reminded me of some kind of Il Meneghello type illustrations. So this one on the old Cartomancy playing cards, which is the set. This is Kingdom of Naples, and that is the late 19th century. But that was much easier to open. Oh, I like those backs. Kind of reminds me of Pagan Otherworlds. Yeah, so you do get some writing about it. Italian playing cards have a really unique and fascinating history, which traces their origins back to decks sold in Florence with the name I'm pronouncing that, is it Neighbour? Yeah, so the Italian tradition of fortune telling, you've got a spread again here, and then you've got the meaning of the numbers and the suits, and again in multiple languages. I'm acting like a child in a sweet shop, aren't I? It's this is just really lovely of Cheryl to send these as gifts. Okay, same size as the last deck. Beautiful. The detailing is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the backs, as I said. So now, are these 40 as well? Yeah, these are 40 as well. So whether these go up to 7. Oh, look at this. That's our 7. No numbers. It's just the pips themselves. And then, yeah, exactly the same. It would be interesting. Let's see if I can find out why. Because I have seen decks where the lower numbers are missing. Let's see why this is. Okay, just doing a little bit of research here. It says, whilst Italian playing cards featured a standard king, queen and knave, or prince, later known as a jack, Spanish playing cards did not have any queens or 10s. Since they also didn't use 8s or 9s for the national game of Ombra, most Spanish decks would only have 40 cards. So that's interesting. Okay, this is gorgeous, really beautiful. So this is our coins. Little cameos, don't they? I love this stamp here. Yeah, so I see what they're saying, there's no queen as well here. Our clubs. So interesting, isn't it? The kind of evolution of playing cards, particularly in Cartomancy. I mean, these are using pips that we would associate more with tarot decks. Swords, clubs, coins, etc. and cups. Whereas we just saw on the other one that it's using playing card pips of diamonds, clubs, spades and hearts. But again, gorgeous artwork, loving it, really loving it. So that one is the traditional Italian fortune cards. And then we will look at folk cards of destiny. Dandorf, Frankfurt, 1870, this is. Oh, look. There's just something so magical about looking back in time. I'm so glad that we have, you know, creators out there that restore old decks and so that we can enjoy them as well and they're not lost forever or just sat in a museum. So folk cards of destiny. Again, Cartomancy is an art as old as playing cards. People around the world have used decks for their homelands to seek advice or get some positive predictions about the future. This is precisely the case with the folk cards of destiny, the art of which, dating from the end of the 18th century, consisted of typical drawings from the medieval tradition, updated through the artistic language of modern Germany. And it tells you about Bernard J. Dandorf. So these will be really interesting to read as well. This is 36 cards now, because I guess this is kind of more the fortune telling cards of destiny, the kind of lineage around Lenormand, etc. So we've got 36 cards here. Again, stunning. Look at this. We've got the Dandorf at the bottom and Frankfurt. So yeah, we've got these scenic images here, like here in the 8. What's the numbering? Sorry, I was just so 1, 2, and then we go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this leaves out 3, 4, and 5, doesn't it? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so 3, 4, and 5 is missing. And then we have 2, 1 and 2 in terms of pip court cards. Oh, sorry, I hope I was in frame there. Love this, look at this. These are like little bells, aren't they? By the fact that they've got these little hooks, and it seems to be like, it's almost like a little bell. Fact. Let's see what it says in the little white book. Yes, bells. Little bells. Hearts, bells, acorns and leaves. It's just wonderful to have such an array available. I can't wait to do some readings with these. Gorgeous, really, really gorgeous artwork. I think this might be my favourite so far. Here's our acorns. Wonderful. Oh dear. It's a bit of a grisly scene. What year was this? 1870. And then the leaves. This is the cover. Love it. Love the backs as well. And then our final one is the medieval fortune telling cards. This is 36 as well. The box feels a little bit, no, it's the same. As I say, it feels a little bit thicker. But yeah, another 36. And with it being medieval, what's the year? 1880 as opposed to 1870. So 10 years later, but it looks quite similar. Although the acorns here are green and red. We've got like a golden brown. It looks quite similar. Again, these boxes have all been really easy to open, with the exception of the first one. Look at these backs. Oh, this is wonderful. Try and find the tear bit. Okay. Oh, let's use this. It's been quite easy on the other decks. Ah, it's there, look. I hope it's still okay. The sun is coming, the evening sun is coming quite low now, but hopefully you can still see okay. Gorgeous. So this one has 1, 2, and 6. Yeah. Wow. Love these little cherubs in the heart suits. That's lovely. Firing his little Cupid's arrow. do they just have, yeah, two courts. Yeah, and got the initials, because I'm like, how do we not get that confused? But they do have the numbers and the K for the king there. So you've got 0 here, and then we know that this is 2, and then we go to 6. Look at this. It's really, I love them all. As you say, it's really hard to sit here and say, oh, I think I prefer this one, because every time I get to a new deck and open it up, I'm enjoying every single one. I'm so glad that this set is available, and they're not really expensive. I'm not going to obviously tell you the price, because it's different every time I've done that in the past. I've had messages saying, you said they were this much, and so it depends from country to country and where you buy them from. But they're certainly around the £15 mark. And they're just wonderful. It's like having a piece of history in your hands. Love them. I think this is my favourite back so far. That is just gorgeous. Really love it. Oh, I can't wait to start reading with them. So yeah, these are the old Cartomancy decks, 4 of the ones available via Scarabeo, and they're just gorgeous. I love them. Cheryl, thank you so much for sending them to me. I will come back certainly over the next couple of days, possibly tomorrow if I can, so that we can have a look at ethereal visions as well, and I'll give my thoughts on that deck compared to the original. All right, everybody, I'm getting blinded by the sun now, so I'm going to head off. Again, thank you, Cheryl. Do check out Cheryl's shop in the description below, Oneness Emporium. This is a lovely gift, and I really appreciate it. And until next time, go in peace. Namaste, and blessed be.